Thank you. As the year comes to an end now, many corporates are starting to think about where to put their corporate social investment allocation in the new financial year. According to reports, South African corporates spent almost 8 billion rand on corporate social investment last year. On the other hand, funding for non-profit organisations is drying up, with almost 40% of South African NPOs operating on less money than they've had previously. Well, today from Cape Town, we are joined by Neil Robinson, the Chief Executive Officer of Relate Bracelets, a 100% not-for-profit social enterprise. A very good morning to you, Neil. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, hi, Eben. Morning to the viewers.
Neil, I understand you used to be a corporate man yourself, but you became more interested in CSI. Is that accurate? And just tell us your story.
Yeah, absolutely. I spent 23 years in sort of corporate mainstream commercial businesses, and in the last 6 months or so I decided a change is necessary, and I joined a company called Relate in sort of March this year. And you know, what a wonderful change. It's very different. You certainly don't get the money flowing that you do in corporate, but certainly from a feeling good about what you do, it makes a hellish difference to know that you're actually changing the lives of a few people, thousands, hopefully millions, as you go around your sort of daily business. So a big change, but we run the company very similar to what a corporate is run by, should I say. The rigor, the strategy, the process that goes into a corporate, we pretty much use in the NPO space, and I'm loving what I'm doing. It's a change, but it's great.
Now, Neil, NPOs are getting less money, but we're still spending the 8 billion. The numbers don't quite add up to me. Is it a scenario where corporates are losing faith that the money they're sending out for corporate social investment is not reaching the needy, but instead is paying for management and salaries?
Yeah, listen, I think there's a number of issues. I think there's some corporates who do it very well. I mean, Nedbank, Vodacom, Protea Hotels, they've got really good sort of sustainable systems going in their CSI programs, because they look at it like a normal business function, like you would operations, marketing, strategy, supply chain issues, and they measure it properly. So your metrics are important. When you start something at day dot, you want to see some benefits 20 years down the line. It's not a case of throwing some money at something and hoping it sticks. You've got to have a plan, you've got to have a system, you've got to have a process, and you've got to have proper, rigorous measurements as to, if you put someone through an education program, where do you see that going? It's not about a year, 2 years. No. It's a 12-year process. When someone starts school, that's your metric. Did they do well? Didn't they do well? So I think corporates are finding, if you measure it, they're putting more money behind it. But I think 8 billion sounds like a lot of money, but it's not. It's a small drop in the ocean. Yeah. I think government does a lot, but at the same time, corporate have got to come to the party, especially big organised corporates, if some of our major challenges in this country is going to be sorted out, because there are many, many challenges, as we all know.
Now you're the CEO of Relate Bracelets, a 100% not-for-profit organisation. Tell us about Relate Bracelets and then the work that you guys do.
So we have a very simple model. A third of our money goes to good sort of causes like cancer, the Amy Beale Foundation, Inkambala Bantu, places like that, where we give money away. The second third goes to our gogos in the townships who make our bracelets. And out of that, we actually put some money towards enterprise development as well as skills development funds. And then we have young, unemployed youth that make our bracelets, finish them off and pack them and ship them. And obviously, we have running costs as well, which makes up the other third of our business. But the business is simply run by, we make bracelets, we sell bracelets in retail. We've raised to date 22 million rand in 4 years. The trust was started in 2010. Mm-hmm. And, we've sold about just close to 1.4 million bracelets to date. And, people often say, how can I give back? What can I do, etc. And a bracelet costs 35 Rand. Most people can afford it if you're an employed South African. And by doing such a little, a lot gets changed. So, we found it's a sustainable model. It's measurable. And we've got great corporate and retail partners, which obviously help us with our business strategy.
Neil, thank you very much. You guys doing fantastic work at Relate Bracelets. It's something that we should all support here in South Africa. That's where we wrap it today. Go out, buy a Relate Bracelet. Go out and show the world you've got a Relate Bracelet. We have to relate to each other. We have to show a little bit more compassion and a little bit more love to each other. Well.